Okay, so yeah, I finally just got around to seeing Soylent Green
My
for the
God.
first time. I know, shame on me, but I just had
Chuck
not.
Heston, sir. I'm saying.
I had not. I just hadn't had a chance to see it, and it came up fairly recently on one of my streaming services, and I said, you know what, I'm going to sit through that right now because I never have, and oh my God, yeah, it was everything I expected because I knew what it was. I even had a copy of the novel, Make Room by Harry Harrison, which I started reading at one point. I don't think I got through the whole book, but I just never saw the movie until just I finally sat through it. And wow, what do you? I mean, you've seen it.
Met multiple times. It is a depressing, liberal wet dream. They seem to love dystopia because then they can claim more power and control and destroy life. But it's a good movie, not only because of Chuck Heston, but because of
All of it.
Who's the other guy? Who's the book?
Oh,
Edward G. Robinson.
yes.
Which was his last film.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
See, another piece of useless trivia for the databank.
And
But no,
it's an interesting premise.
The production design and the just the whole depiction of the world, the overcrowded world, where there were just people everywhere on every staircase and sleeping in wherever, and the issue of how to feed all these people, and Soylent products, that the wafers that were nutritionally balanced to feed people with, because the resources were low, and then what Soylent Green was, this new one that was
Tuesday is Soylent Tuesday.
Yeah, and all the different variants of the Soylent product. There was red and yellow and orange or whatever, and then green came along and became the most popular one, and it was the one that was made of people. Wow.
Spoiler alert.
Wow. I mean, yeah, Soylent Green is people. Everybody knows that. I knew that before I watched the movie. But still, seeing the way it was portrayed and played out, and seeing the privileged class.
Which, if that's the privileged class, I saw that piece of meat. That was garbage. That was scraps.
And she was a piece of furniture.
Well, I wasn't. No, I was talking about. Oh my God. No, she was all right. But what I'm saying is that piece of meat, it looked like scraps. And look at how. And
yeah, but
and
I mean, they were lucky to have that scrap
but what
meat.
I'm saying is, like, that piece of fat on there, that doesn't really work with the supposed lack of resources and food dwindling and da-da-da. Because fat comes from corn, and you got to feed a lot of stuff on that cow to get that fat on there, that fat cap like that. So,
no, man,
I'm just kind of saying.
Reading a little much into that.
Well, I'm sorry, I was a farmer, so I know.
But again, they were lucky to have that piece of meat, whatever it was that they got their hands on.
And I'm glad that Chuck and Book got to eat the meal.
Yeah. And speaking of the furniture, they got these the elite.
Rachel Lee, who?
You get you get an apartment in the elite housing district, and it comes with this
Furniture.
human piece of furniture that comes with the apartment. That's more or less a slave.
No, it's an indoor prostitute.
That yeah. And you can either choose to keep the piece of furniture or not. And if you choose to keep it's
just another mouth to feed.
It's just a piece of property again, and they're lucky to be in that position to be able to be a piece of furniture for someone. Otherwise, they'd be out there in the world with all the other starving people. It was trippy.
And the atmosphere, the way they had that glow to it, there was something they did. I'm not sure if it was in camera. I think it was to get that kind of green haze, kind of misty.
Yeah, some kind of filter they put
Yeah.
on the lens. Yeah, yeah. But no, it just classic movie that I just
Hadn't seen. I
just
can't-
hadn't gotten around to
like
yet.
this and Doctor Who. I'm just like, wow.
There's a handful of others. I mean, there's like bucket list things, things I haven't seen that I know are classics, and I just haven't gotten to them.
The Petrified Forest,
I'm glad I got to Soylent Green.
Maltese Falcon, Casablanca,
I've seen Casablanca, yeah.
but not the Petrified Forest.
I don't think so.
Oh my God. Okay.
I mean, I've seen The African Queen.
Yeah.
I've seen,
Uh-huh.
the Ten Commandments and all
Well, of
those,
course.
obviously. But and I've seen a lot of the good classics. This is just one I hadn't yet, and I just got to it, and first time watching, and it is the classic that everyone gives it credit for. It stands up there. I mean, I highly recommend it. If you haven't seen Soylent Green, you got to see Soylent Green. It's one of those. And again, shame on me for taking so long to get to it, but I finally did, and I'm not sorry.
Awesome.
So, comment. Let us know what you think. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Let us know what you think of it. And like, share, and subscribe.